In Hollywood, the hunt for prestige and money rules everything. Either can be used to justify almost any decision, however cynical, and all too often, they are, especially when it comes to matters of diversity, or the lack thereof. Ask around about why the Oscars were so white yet again this year, and why the movie industry in general remains stubbornly homogenous, and a lot of people will talk to you about fear. Movies take millions to make, a financial risk that breeds real fear among studio executives of approving something outside their comfort zone, something they aren't quite sure will earn back the money they invested. That's a main reason why we get superhero movie after superhero movie, and why we don't see more movies about people who are not white, a fear, whether conscious or subconscious, that a diverse cast won't translate into butts in seats. But according to new research by researchers out of the University of North Carolina and McGill University, there is good reason to believe studio executives shouldn't be so scared. The researchers, Venkat Kuppuswamy, an assistant professor of strategy and entrepreneurship at UNC's Kennan Flagler Business School, and Peter Youngkin, an assistant professor of strategy and organization in the DeSortles Faculty of Management at McGill University, wanted to figure out how movies featuring African American actors performed at the box office compared to all-white casts. The standard story for why less than a third of films have an African American in the top, 6 roles is that perhaps audiences are not that receptive to minority actors, Kuppuswamy said. We wanted to see if that was truth. To do so, they collected films released between 2011 and 2015 that met the criteria for Academy Award eligibility, then narrowed that sample down further by cutting out animated and foreign language films and focusing in on films that had data available on production budgets, Rotten Tomatoes ratings, box office revenues and a few other things. Next, the researchers asked online coders on Amazon Mechanical Turk, a crowdsourced internet marketplace for human intelligence, to gauge whether each of the top 6 actors in the film was black. If 2 coders agreed, they added it to their statistical model. If they disagreed, the researchers decided themselves. In the end, they obtained a dataset of 732 movies, categorized according to the amount of money made, their critical success and the prominence of black actors in them. The subsequent study they authored has yet to be published in a peer-reviewed journal, but the researchers shared their data with the Huffington Post, which we've used to illustrate the extent of Hollywood's diversity problem here. Now, anyone who has been paying attention already knows Hollywood has a diversity problem. There are not many movies in Hollywood prominently featuring people of color, let alone one particular minority category. But inside the data, the researchers also found something else, significant evidence that movies featuring black actors not only keep up with films at the box office and among the critics, but blow away films with no black actors at all. We did not find a negative effect, Kuppuswamy said. In fact, to our somewhat surprise, we found a strong positive effect of having diversity in the cast. The researchers found that after controlling for factors like genre, seasonality and the size of its opening release, having one black cast member did not significantly affect revenues, and having 2 black cast members correlated with earning roughly 60% more at the box office than the average film with no black actors. It was when films employed 2 or more black leads, however, that the real gains were seen. Those films outperformed films with no black actors by 149% at the box office.